Okay, let's take a look at the recording tool. You can open it by going to Cellular and then Showcase Recorder, which is going to give you this window. I'm currently in play mode for showing this, and so I have some particles on my avatar on and running. So let's start by clicking on the preview button. This is going to give you a preview in the tool of what it is going to capture. You see, this is updating infrequently. And if you go into Orbit, it is going to update continuously. If you are recording higher resolutions like 4K and up, I would probably keep it normal. So then you can set a target in your tool. That is going to be the focus / rotational center of the camera for recording your orbit and stuff. So in this case we can use the avatar, for example. You can select and ping your thing, of course. Or you can also use a point in the world, like, I don't know, up in the sky, and then you've got them. If you want to move it up and down a bit, you can use that too. Then we have the offset for when you are using something like an object as your target. Because, for example, my avatar is not super tall, and so we can see, let's make this a bit longer. We have some space left here at the top, and we have some cropping at the bottom. So I'm just going to lower this a bit, the recording camera, and ta-da! We are more in the center of the recording now. Then we have your recording settings, so your size, your width, and your height. For example, if you want to take a Gumround preview thingy and they want 600 by 600, you can enter 600 by 600 for that. So let's set it to 1K for now. And let's look at the other stuff. Your output folder, of course, and how you can change it. Then your time, so how long it takes for a rotation. Let's use like 7 seconds, for example, for recording like that. Your FPS, lower FPS, probably better for GIFs. Higher FPS if you want to take a smoother video, of course. The distance of the camera to your center, let's just enter like 9, and so we are further away. Let's test involve the default one. Then you have these toggles. If you want to build a smooth 360 loop, if you want to export as GIF, as MP4, and if you want to keep the individual frame images that we are going to take. Let's keep this on for now. Then you have your capture one orbit, take a screenshot, capture a dolly or a static video, and of course your stop capturing. And you can open your output folder or your last output and file. Let's just run this once for fun. Yeah, so you're going to see your start overview here, like your field of view and your times for AA here. Yeah, so in 7 seconds, 30 FPS, we're going to get 210 frames. We've captured all the frames now. And now we're going to get the GIF and video conversion done by FFmpeg. You're going to see at the bottom of your Unity window, or wherever you have your console, the progress of the thing. Yeah, then you can see it opened the output folder for us, because we checked and keep PNG. It's going to have all of these frames saved. And then we also have the output as the GIF. And these can get super large if you up the resolution and the color palette and everything. So you probably want to use a lower resolution and stuff, and more dithering for your GIFs. And we have the MP4. And you can see it has built us this 7-second smooth loop that we wanted. If you want to take a screenshot, you can do that too, of course. We can just disable this window, and then we just press take screenshot. Oh, there you go. By default, I've kept the size and 4K. You can go up to 16K though. I'm not going to do that when I record with the snipping tool though. Not that it bugs in again. Oh. Then let's look at the settings that we have. So we have the capture settings, of course, with your basic stuff that we also have up here. We have, oh true, we have this that I didn't talk about. The time matching. Let's just take a small one. And so you see, currently everything is simulating smooth, of course, but once you press the capture button, it's going to be a bit slow/stuttery, because we are taking all of these images and we are taking them at a normalized time, and so your particle effects are going to play normally in the output, and they are not going to be super fast, super slow or something like that. Let's go really quick over these. Yeah, you have your basic quality settings. Here is where you can unlock the resolution up to 16K if you want. For screenshots mostly, I guess, because the files are getting pretty big. And then you have your previous stuff, like your height and everything, your orbit speed, etc. And also your basic camera settings, where you can use your usual camera settings if you want to do a green screen recording or something, for example. And then we have the dolly that we can look at. If you don't want to just capture an orbit, you can use the dolly mode to create waypoints. By default, it's going to give you these. And you can move the waypoints around to create whatever effect you want to have. I guess we are zooming in on the back here. I don't know. Yeah. Should be good. Let's just test. 600 times 600 should be good. Theoretically, we can continue on this. And then we have the dolly thing that we just... Oh no, I didn't click on the right one. You didn't tell me. You have to, of course, not click on capture orbit, but you have to click on capture dolly to capture your dolly and not your orbit. So let's just give this another second. Now we have the Donny captured with the path that we set up at random. Yeah. So we have done. You can also capture a static view, where it's just going to look the angle that you want. Let's delete the Donny stuff real quick, because we don't really need it. Effects is your post-processing. You have all your post-processing settings that are getting applied to a recording. Export is your basic export settings and your advanced stuff for your GIF settings, for example, like what palette, etc. you want to use. This can affect your file size by a ton. And then we have the MP4 outputs as well. If you have already captured something, you can also, and you still have the PNGs, you can also run the video conversion from here. Or you can copy the command to run it in your console. This is your check for FFmpeg button that is going to output you if you have it installed or not. And this is where your path to FFmpeg needs to go. So if you haven't registered in, you're going to have to select your FFmpeg in here. And then we have some probably not so often used stuff. In here, you can add some variation to your camera, so you don't have a complete smooth orbit, but you have some wobble. And then you can change the theme if you want to change the theme. Or you can make your custom theme. And same with, you can use whatever font you want. Whatever fits your fancy. Yeah. And that was everything. You can enable preview. You choose what you want to record. You offset it so it is centered. You send your quality and your output folder. You send how long you want it and how many FPS. And then you click on what you want to capture. And done. Have a lot of fun.